Da 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 wop wop wop. Campers! I fucking hate them. Space. What the fuck is this guy doing? See, this is what I'm saying. What the fuck was that? Oh man! This is how they roll. Bro, beast. Wow. Da 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 wop 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 wop. Fuck!
We've lost the advantage. Gain control of the major air defense system. System hack, ready for deployment. System hack. Enemy HUDs have been disabled. We're in control. UAV recon standing by. Our UAV is online. Ready for orders. Bombing one incoming. Enemy UAV above. Enemy UAV above. We're winning.
Monster kill.
Enemy bombing one incoming.
Well, well, well. Spank me with a feather and call me Susan. Fucking hell. Did you see that little tear up there? I mean, obviously I didn't show you all of it. There was about 6 or 7 whatever kills before. But I went on a nice little run there and I had the enemy just coming down that tunnel after me, coming for revenge kills, and I was holding them all at bay with like the old-fashioned putting the arm out at arm's length and holding a midget by his head while he's swinging for the hills, trying to punch you in the kneecaps. That's what it felt like. And yeah, they just kept coming and coming. I kept taking them all out one by one, and then eventually got that damning bombing run. My God, do you know what? I do love that streak. I love any kind of devastating streak like that, where it's like call it in, sit back, take a cup of tea, and just wait for the sounds of the pounding missiles dropping on their heads. And drop it did. Bloody hell! The funny thing about doubling it up, because you can have 2 bombing runs as part of the customization. The funny thing about doubling it up is it seems to kill them in one wave, and then when they respawn and come back, it almost kills them in another wave. It's insane. The most I actually had, I posted it over Twitter. I didn't get the gameplay, unfortunately. I think I had a 9 or 10 man run, so it must have literally killed them and got them again, which I would imagine was very frustrating from their point of view, but really satisfying from mine. That was a real it was a real pat on the back for being just a complete noob and dropping it on everybody's faces. But yeah, it was a nice, smooth, steady gameplay. This was actually this was actually captured after the update on the Xbox 360 today. Yeah, they actually got round to us. We only waited 48 hours after the PC and PS3, so they decided to come over to the scumbags on the Xbox 360 and give us their patch, which has done anything really, I don't know. The one thing I will say is that it seems to have sorted out the ping bars now. My ping bar very rarely drops down to a 1. Thank goodness. I know that it fucking shouldn't, because I know everything's okay on my end. It does still waver about a little bit. And as far as the connection goes with gameplay, I guess it's mildly improved a little bit, but the game is still so bloody jittery. It still jumps all over the place. There's one map, I can't remember, it's Detroit. Yeah, that's it. I was trying to think. I was going to say Kansas. That's that's another state altogether. Yeah, it's Detroit, and there's one part of the map on that, and I don't know if anybody else has this issue, but when you go to the kind of left-hand side of the map, if you imagine you're coming from the top trailer end, so you imagine you're going around the outskirts of the map, you sort of walk through, and then you get into that one room, and it's like a bit of a car park. It's like an underground car park. Every time I go in there, I jump and jerk and lag all over the place in that room. It's something about that room is very glitchy, and the amount of times I've got into a gunfight in that room and my gun has just literally stopped firing bullets and I've lost out. Maybe it's just me, maybe it's just from my end, I don't know. But yeah, as far as the connection goes, it's sort of helped a little bit, but not a lot. You know, there's still so much they need to do to make this game playable. You know, the fixes really just don't seem as though they're responding. I mean, this gameplay in the background, the reason I'm showing you this gameplay, it's nothing amazing, but you know, I've been talking a little bit about glitches lately on Twitter, and obviously there's that other map, which again I can't remember the name of it. I sort of posted a live commentary on there, and there's like an end room where there's a lift. There's kind of like a lift shaft thing, some lift doors, and people somehow get in there. I don't even know how they get in there, but these guys are getting inside, and they are in bulletproof glass. You know, their glass is bulletproof coming inwards, but going outwards they can shoot absolutely fine. Then they do a nice little 360 lying down prone, and they can shoot through the walls, and they just literally stay in there for as long as they need to. It's fucking frustrating. I have now figured out, because a few people have pointed out, that all you need to do is wall bang them, so that sorts that out. But yeah, I'm sure, you know, people are saying they'll patch that eventually. It become like the rock glitch. They'll eventually get there and sort that out. And then playing this game, I was like, there was that one first, and then there was another one which followed, another glitch which I've never actually noticed before. One guy on, I really need to find out the names of these maps. It's too early days yet, they're not quite locked into my memory. But there was another guy who kind of found his way in between some sort of roof joists, and I don't quite know how he got there. It's the only problem with the Exo boost, it gets these people into these hard to reach places where you don't expect them to be. But then there was this one. If you look in this gameplay, you'll see people kind of jumping into the wall and sort of jumping up and down, eventually almost morphing into the building and finding their way inside. Now, you know, the enemy team were consistently trying to get in there over and over again, and for what reason, I don't actually know. These guys were fucking horrendous, and they were getting inside the building, and I think it was a case of like they're all in there going, okay, so what do we do? How are you? What's your name? Have you been playing this game long? Oh, you've had 10 hours gameplay. Well, I've had 7. I'm yet to. Oh, I think there's a guy. Oh, we can't shoot them. We can't do anything in here. We're just gonna get on as a communion. Let's all join hands and sing campfire fucking songs, for goodness sake. Because every time they were going in there, I could see their names coming up, and I was just sort of wall banging them over and over again. Eventually, it got to be like a bit of a sport, you know, like how catching boosters used to be. Just stand and look at the wall, and you know, seek and thee shall find. That's how it seemed to come across. So yeah, obviously there are a hell of a lot of glitches in this game that need some immediate attention, need some immediate attention, and fix what appears to be the unfixable, and certainly have a look at the connection all over again, because even though, like I say, the ping bars appear to be sort of better, they're not that much better. You know, the connection still isn't that much better. It's almost like as if they've said, okay, we'll make the ping bars look a little bit better, but it's still going to play almost exactly the same. And I don't know if it's one of those, what do you call them, a placebo. I don't know if it's like a placebo effect where you're kind of looking and thinking, oh, I'm on a 4-bar, this is great, and then your gameplay is exactly the same, but you think that was better. That was much better. I think I played so much better then. I really don't know. It's still very... this game still sort of shrouds me in a case of disbelief. I'm just standing here shaking my head thinking, what just happened there? As far as the rest of these dweebs go who are playing that last game, then fucking hell. They need as much practice as they can get. They need the glitches, man. These guys need these glitches. It's just a shame it didn't quite work out for them. Apocalypse done.